the soft skills are so much important, then how does the Rajkot Summit will give that edge to our students and our participants?
Okay. So firstly, I want to clarify one thing, that people, when they hear about MUNs, Model United Nations, they always feel that it's all about politics. But it is definitely not about politics. It is all about...
Out of all the soft skills that we are talking about, as per your opinion, the most crucial soft skills is a communication skill. So what do you think about that?
My grandfather taught me that it's a Gujarati saying that bole na bore weapon. Communication is that weapon where it can turn any average idea into something very big, and it can create a very big impact.
Hello guys, welcome to another video, another podcast with a very unique topic for the Rajkot Summit participants. This time we have Bhaumik Vora with us, and he will be talking about the skill sets. Yes, that no one talks about, but we will be talking about how does this impact your career and lots of the things. Let's start with the Bhaumik. So Bhaumik, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you.
So why you have agreed upon to discuss about this topic, skills? Because first of all, before we discuss and before we start, tell us what do you think about the skills and what is skills?
So for me, what I define soft skills as is that how well you work with people. That is the basic definition of soft skills, which is very important from a career point of view, relationships, any part of life, right? And soft skills are something which is not learned overnight, but it takes a lot of time, and you learn them with the real life experiences and something that you experience in your on ground experience
on a daily basis.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, soft skills are not only about public speaking or maybe communication skills. Negotiation skills, strategically thinking, decision making power are also soft skills which are very, very important in your daily life and from a career point of view as well.
Yeah. The body language and etc.
Exactly. Yes, everything. Yeah.
Right. And the whole skill sets that you possess that defines where you will reach.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
And that's why what happens in India is that people are not aware about the skills and its impact on their career.
Yeah.
They are not aware basically. They just think that, okay, let's get a degree and it's done. So what do you think about the impact and what do you think about these soft skills impact on your career?
Yes. So definitely, again, if I talk about Rajkot being a tier 2 city, there is a lack of that awareness of soft skills because Rajkot hasn't developed that culture yet. The youth, the young minds of the city are not getting a chance to participate and put them out of their comfort zones and participate into some intellectual discourse, something like the Rajkot Summit, where they can put their minds, they can challenge their mind, and they can think something practically, and they can come out with a very big impact. So definitely, soft skills has a very big impact on any person's career. You go to any job interviews, you go to any entrance exams, and then you go for an interview for your colleges and stuff. So everywhere, if I passed my exam, I passed my entrance exam for my bachelor course. But if I go for my interview and my body language is not, I am feeling nervous, I'm not confident with my body language, I'm definitely going to be failed in the interview, right?
Correct.
So textbooks and soft skills both equivalently work, and both are equally important.
Now, if the soft skills are so much important, then how does the Rajkot Summit will give that edge to our students and our participants?
Okay. So firstly, I want to clarify one thing, that people, when they hear about MUNs, Model United Nations, they always feel that it's all about politics. But it is definitely not about politics. It is all about leadership, teamwork, decision making, strategy thinking, public speaking. Because what happens, it is the same replica of the United Nations stimulation that takes place over here, and it is going to take place in the Rajkot Summit as well. So when you work with a group of people, you work with your allies in a United Nations committee, you come up with solution papers, draft resolutions. So there you need to put yourself into a place where you think broadly and practically, because you as a country, as a delegate of a country, you need to address the solutions and address the conflicts. So it is about a lot of things which develops your overall soft skills, and it helps you a lot with your career as well. And yeah, I mean, Model United Nations do have politics, but it is equally having public speaking, leadership, and all other soft skills which develops you in a very good way.
And very rare of the students may think about participating in events like such.
Exactly.
Many of them, lots of the people are just having that fear.
True.
And the people who are participating,
Yeah.
I would say they are actually coming out of their comfort zone.
Very true, yes.
And at the end, once they participate, at the end of the event, they will get that confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so it is kind of, as per my opinion, it is a confidence building event.
Definitely. I'll share you one experience of mine. When it was my first MUN, I was an introvert. Now I'm an extrovert just because of MUNs. So when I went for my first Model UN conference, I was sitting for the whole day. Like the first day I was sitting only. I did not speak anything. I did not do anything. Second day, I prepared a speech. I got to know that what are the proceedings, how it works. At night, I prepared a speech. I took the paper. I just read it out. That's it. Nothing else I did. From there, I started, analyzing myself. Okay, this is where I went wrong. I spoke. That gave me confidence. Okay, this is where I went wrong. This is how I can improve. Again, second MUN conference, and I was able to cope up with those mistakes, which I did in my first. So it's always a process. You cannot, as I said, you cannot learn soft skills overnight. It happens with on-ground experiences in life.
Right.
So that's very important to experience those things and learn and shape yourself.
Soft skills are kind of someone can guide you,
Exactly.
but someone cannot teach you.
Exactly.
It's just you have to just go into that thing,
Definitely.
right?
Definitely.
Now, out of all the soft skills that we are talking about, as per my opinion, the most crucial soft skills is a communication skills.
Definitely.
So, what do you think about that?
So again, communication skills, if I talk about, my grandfather taught me that it's a Gujarati saying that bole na bor veche. Communication is that weapon where it can turn any average idea into something very big, and it can create a very big impact. In India, the labor turnover rate in 2023 was 17.4% ish. So that is, I'm not blaming that it is all because of communication, but it is happening because of communication. The laborers cannot communicate to their bosses that we want these many wages, we want this, we want that. Same goes for the employees as well. They can't ask that we have so much work burden, you please lesser the work burden, we want a higher salary. So communication builds a transparency between two people, between a group of people in any parts of life, not only from the career point of view, but relationships, families, bosses, career, everything. Communication is that big weapon, right? And not only verbal communication, but written communication is also that much important, because presentations in the world of artificial intelligence now, presentations is something which creates a very big impact, because people can visually see that and create some image in their mind while looking at that. So communication skills is something very important in a person's life, and it's basically a very big weapon, to be honest. Yes.
If we are talking about these soft skills, we have to, or we should talk about the leadership, right? So when we talk about that leadership position, what are the skills that is needed, and how to become a good leader?
When I was appointed as the captain of the Saurashtra Cricket Association team, district team, I told my dad that I am appointed as the captain. He told me one thing, I'll say it in Gujarati, બધાને સાથે લઈને ચાલજે. That is the most important thing a leader should have, to work with their team, to listen to all of their team members' opinions, and then take a decision. Because what happens is that I am the leader. Many at times the team members feel that I have authority, I am superior. So he is going to work according to his superiority, his authority. But when you take everyone together, and when you hear everyone, and then you take a decision, or then you think of something in a good way, that creates a very big impact. Other than that, confidence, because when the situation is such, the team members feel low. The leader has to be confident, and the leader has to, motivate them to come out of that situation and fight with the challenges, right?
Right.
So confidence, keep up with the team, and other than that, decision making,
Vision
quick
and,
vision, big
right.
vision, quick decision making power. All of that is again secondary, but these
Right.
two things I feel a leader should always have. Yes.
Now, there are many leaders in the world,
Yes.
but we truly appreciate the leadership styles of Narendra Modi
Definitely.
and the very few people around us.
True.
Some of the people also appreciate the leadership styles of Elon Musk, but I would
Yes.
not comment on that. But yes, we all love the Narendra Modi ji.
Definitely.
Now, there are two opinions about the Modi ji. That is there anything that can we say like leadership can be acquired? Is that a skills that we can acquire, or it is by born?
You gave me an example of Modi ji, right? So I'll tell you with that context only. Leadership can be an inherited trait in terms of confidence and charisma.
Okay.
Right? Because Modi ji has both. Modi ji has confidence, Modi ji has a charisma. But things like public speaking, decision making, strategically thinking, all of those are acquired traits. But confidence and charisma is something which you can get it inherited. But other things are acquired traits, and those come with the real life experiences and the on ground experiences that you go through in your life, and you learn things.
Now, we are discussing all the soft skills and everything for our youth, for our participants. Okay. But many of the time, people feel that stage fear.
Yeah.
Now, how to face that and how to overcome that stage fear?
So, when I was 8 years old, back in 2014, my grandfather became the international president at Joint Social Group International Federation.
Okay.
And at his installation ceremony, me being 8 years old, I gave a speech for my grandfather and my grandmother in front of 2,500 delegates from all over India, and a couple of them coming from abroad also. So at that point in time, I was just 8 years old, and it was very new that I was going to address a very large crowd, So my mother told me that every time you practice your speech, speak it in front of the mirror. That helps you to analyze what are you speaking, how are you speaking, what your body language should be, because public speaking is all about your body language, because more than speaking, it's about your body language. Narendra Modi speaks a speech, it's more about his body language, that how he speaks, how he stands, and that's how people connect to him, and that's how people feel confident that okay, he is talking on some topic right now which is actually true. That makes an impression, that creates an impression in a person's mind. So one thing I practice is that always speak in front of the mirror. Second could be record yourself, listen to that, analyze your mistakes. Because when you record yourself and then you listen to it, you get to know, okay, this was wrong. मैंने ये गलत किया, I should have gone on a more higher modulation in this word, I should put more emphasis on this word. So speaking in front of the mirror and recording yourself and analyzing is what I do. So stage fear is something when you go and speak, you get to know more about what you're doing, and it comes with, as I said, it comes with experience and it comes with learnings.
So, Bhaumik, as you mentioned, there are skills are important, but to have that grasping and to have that command over all the soft skills that you mentioned, you also mentioned different ways through which we can really do well from soft skills perspective. The record yourselves, allow that, and in short, it is much upon how much you practice. The more do you practice, the more good you will be at it.
Absolutely.
So the overall conclusion for all of our participants is that if you are thinking you are lacking with that confidence, and if you are lacking with that communication skills, you have to start immediately. And there are many ways, as I mentioned, I loved it. So here we are done with today's podcast. It was too much fruitful and too much important for all of you guys. Wait for the next podcast, because next podcast is also going to be very much interesting for you. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.